cut.
Well, the guy comes over, the fucking Pat Sajak type comes over.
Who was apparently a real game show host.
He sounded and looked like a real game show host. And then he's like, well, they'll have sun and fun. And so, I guess a lot more in Florida.
Yeah. And then this is where Jay just goes, are you ready? No, that was later. Or that was earlier. I can't remember what the fuck he was doing, but oh no, that was literally when he was announcing him.
Yeah, because they had their fake names because they thought
do it, Doug.
Rob Feature was Brody,
and this is when so Trisha came in and handed the videotape to Jay, and Jay just goes, "Have you seen this? This is fucked up.
It's one wacky game show."
And then it's just like she goes, "Okay, give this to Silent Bob. I don't need to be here when I see what this tape's going to do."
But I think that tape's.
Hey, wait a minute. Where's that tubby bitch? And then he finds out, and he throws the tape down to Silent Bob. Silent Bob misses it, and it falls in the crack, and he can't get it. So he's trying to do the Jedi mind trick. All the while, Stan shows up at the back to Willem at the picture,
sailboat,
and he was sailboat. Pats him and walks away, and then fucking
that
Willem
triggers
just
him.
Loses his shit.
When, Lord?
When do I get to see the goddamn sailboat?
Hits a thing. Tape pops in. Bob's like, "Holy shit!"
Yeah, I did it.
Oh shit! Puts it in.
And by the way, on the thing, it's crossed out Woody Woodpecker, which makes me laugh way too hard.
Now Silent Bob. I said now Silent Bob. As like cops, because cops have shown up.
All the cops in the world.
Shannon is getting on stage to knock him out because this is where Renee's like, "Oh, I love him too, so I'm going to be with him." Puts in the tape. It's him fucking her in the ass.
Yeah, and he's saying,
quoting like, "Who's your favorite new kid?
Who's your favorite new kid? Call me Joey. Ooh, call me Donnie. Ooh, please don't go, girl."
And she's like, just like, head on her hand, bored. Like super bored.
There is a deleted scene that I wish was kept in, but again, it's a little too crass, but it makes me laugh my ass off every time I've heard it, is Jay just goes, "Huh, no wonder she walks so fucked up." Which just never fails.
Well, the line he gets like, "Man, this is one wacky game
exactly,
show."
But one of the original lines was, "Huh, no wonder she walks so fucked up."
So the cops arrest him.
I said, like, that girl is Silent 15. Bob. Now, Silent Bob. Yeah. Here's the other thing I don't understand.
He gets consent. He got consent.
No, that's not it. No, well, she's 15. She can't consent.
Oh, fair enough.
16 is where she can.
Yeah, okay.
But just because they found someone else doesn't mean that Brody's not going to be arrested.
Yeah.
So, I mean, how many people does it take to fucking take down Buttman?
I don't know. The whole police force.
The whole police force, and they forget about Brody. But yeah, so Brody had the nice little speech where he's just like, you have something I that belongs to me. Yeah, what? Not you, asshole.
The girl.
She has my heart, and blah, blah, blah. I love him, blah, blah, blah. So they're all lovey-dovey. And then, so the video happens, everything like that, and they arrest Buttman. Let's just call him that. Fuck it. And then
he's gonna hit him.
He basically goes to hit him, and then he's
like, someone in police custody?
Just once. All right, but make it fast. Well, statutory rape. They probably do let him go.
Oh, cool. Boom.
Whoa.
So everyone's back together, and then we get one of those like stingers at the end where everybody went. Brody hosts the Tonight Show because the guys love him.
It has the great line where they're just like, this is where that payoff happens from the earlier about how much he wants to be on TV, where the executives go, because Svenning's like, the next time we do the show, it'll be less racy, it'll be more. Jared, the show is a piece of shit, but you are good. Have you ever thought about having your own talk show? Yeah. That's not the answer you would expect, but yeah, so that's his whole thing.
And he gets the Tonight Show.
He does, yeah. He becomes
and
the host
Renee's
of the
his
Tonight
band
Show.
leader.
Yeah. And then, what's it called? Buttman has made some new friends in prison, which, by the way, much like the sex tape, which the sex tape started with him in a dress, by the way, in the deleted scenes. That went on a lot longer, the end sequence, where it's just sort of his fists and then another hand going over top of it. In the deleted scenes, and I'm pretty sure Ben Affleck would not want this out there, it cuts to his face, and he's just going, Oh. It's like, all right, well...
Buttman didn't want that out there.
Apparently.
T.S. and Brandy were going to get engaged when Jaws popped out of the water.
But they got married.
They got engaged already. They got married when Jaws popped out of the water. And my whole thing is like, so did they bring everyone to Universal Studios?
I would assume
Destination
so.
Wedding? Or...
I would assume. And then Trisha's book spent like
Big
48
success.
weeks on the fucking bestseller
She's
list.
with LaForce.
Yeah. Well, that was another deleted scene that they didn't talk about, is that she sort of had a thing with LaForce. They were kind of like looking at each other like, maybe this is a thing when she was about to leave.
Yeah.
So they're a thing, and apparently they're making a movie of her book. I don't know how that would work.
Willem finally sees the sailboat.
Yeah?
He's like, yeah? He's the only one that reacts to the actual crawl.
And then Jay and Silent Bob have Suzanne the monkey and are walking down the street.
And we don't get the fucking context of that for another 6 years.
Yep.
Because
Well,
and them and the monkey, that's
actually,
a whole other story. Was
reason,
there a plan? Did Kevin have a
it was explained.
plan?
It was explained in a comic book.
Oh, okay.
Although, now that you mention it, no, it was eventually.
Okay.
Sorry, I was trying to think if this is one of those things where he referenced it, because he referenced it being a sequel to Mallrats.
Yeah.
No, it's not. But it did become a Jay and Silent Bob miniseries comic book that did come out.
Okay.
I do have them all. Where, they explain where Suzanne came from, but it's the same thing as the movie, basically, as Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back. So, yeah.
So that's Mallrats.
Uh-huh.
We're not gonna take too much more of your time.
No.
Star of the show here, the real MVP.
Yes.
I don't know, because everyone kind of. I mean, I'm gonna go with Brody.
That's that's the only person I would have picked. Brody is one of my favorite characters of all of Kevin Smith's stuff.
Not bad for a debut performance.
I love his performance.
First movie ever.
I mean, he kind of. Gee, I wonder if he went on to go do things. Oh yeah, wait.
You know what I mean? So
he's a great actor. I loved this performance. I love the character. I remember seeing this movie for the first time. I saw it when I was like 16 or 17, and I immediately was like, "Oh my god, Brody is the best thing that's ever happened." That was until I saw next week's movie.
That's an obvious one.
Yeah.
As for rating goes, I'm gonna give it a solid 7. Do it, Dugs! Out of 10. Really solid picture. As we will get into what our next week's movie is.
Yes.
This was the gateway movie.
Yes.
That led to a movie that I think is infinitely better.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Chronologically, this movie actually takes place the day before our next movie. But I'll give my rating first. So my rating is, I would say, it's hard to tell because there's sentimental attached to this on several things, which I won't get into now, but there are sentimental things to it. So just for the sentimental value, I will give it a 9.
Yeah.
Because this movie is interconnected with me in a few ways that I won't bother getting into, because if you know me, you probably know them. Maybe you don't. I don't know. But this movie means a lot to me just simply because of that. So I'm going to give it a 9 chocolate-covered pretzels. Again, little melty, but damn are they exquisite. So that being said...
we stay in the 90s for next week.
We do. And we're covering the movie that takes place the next day. Literally, the next movie is one of my top 5 movies of all time. So if you think I was gushing over this one, strap in, folks. I apologize for how goofy I was about this week, and I will be worse next week. We are going to October 19th of 1994. Holy shit, this was literally 1 year and a day before Mallrats came out.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, your career was doing well. We are talking about Clerks. One of my favorite movies ever. Just love it.
And if you're wondering why we did Mallrats first over Clerks, well, number 1, the whole stand of it all. But 2, like I said, nobody's first Kevin Smith movie tended to be Clerks.
Yeah.
It always was this.
Mm-hmm.
And he, to the point where he's even admitted, like, people see Mallrats and then they go, well, this guy's got other shit, right?
Yeah.
And that's when you discover Clerks, and that's when you discover Chasing Amy and Dogma, and so forth and so on. So we're doing it chronologically as it is meant to be seen.
I mean,
Mallrats first, then Clerks. So yeah, like if you think we were going to gush this week, next week's going to be a whole lot worse. Because,
I'm going to be insufferable next week. I do apologize in advance. I can't help it. It is probably for me one of my most quoted films ever. So I absolutely love this movie so much. So
until then, gonna get out of here.
Yes.
You were Steve.
You were Justin.
And we're way back and gone.
Enough said.